to not hide these or to not show these. And so I'm still thinking it syncs successfully at least. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to first change these to be Kingsley elevation. This is, let's say, east elevation, and then LED WP. And I'm going to add a tag LED WP to all the filter, all the elevations. So Kingsley West elevation LED WP. And I don't even need to have Kingsley, but I'm just going to put. Did I just say delete? Rename. So Kingsley elevation LDWP, and this is south. Right, and then this one here, I'm going to do that north. Okay, so what I've done is I've created all of these elevations to tag as elevations with LEDWP, which means that they will show up on the site plan that you see here, which is not good. And what we're going to do is in the site plan, this is now, we need to document this later, but we're going to add a filter. Have you done filters before?
I've done filters, but I haven't added them.
All right, so let me just add a new one here. That's 3x filters. Use this page will track our filters. Please use sparingly. Okay, so on the plans, we will have a view filter that removes LEDWP, a permit, other ancillary permit plan requirements. So the idea here is that we're going to create a filter. We're going to call a new filter, and the new filter's name is going to be no or LADWP elevation tags. I'll be specific. And so what this does is it picks up elevations. And all it does is it picks up the elevation tags. And so the elevation name must have, actually it's probably easier to do sheet name as X. Includes X. So I'm going to call it X elevation tags. So any elevations that are put on X sheets will not show up. This is perfect. And they say, okay, I'm going to say this, and add this elevation tag. And what we're doing is we want to turn it on in the site plan view template. And in here, what we want to do is we want to turn them off, I think. No. What was this Google thing saying? Highlighted types in the view. How do I turn it on off though? I want to say, well, first of all, I want to see if I can pick them up. So I'm going to just pick up red and see if they will ID them as red. Well, that did not pick up anything. Filters, elevation tags. It's possible that I didn't have the tag working correctly. So this is elevations. Sheet name. Contains X. Let's be specific here first. Then elevation view name contains LEDWP for now. I just want to see if I can pick it up. Okay, so it's able to pick it up. Right? I didn't like the sheet name, but I like the LEDWP tag. So now if I take out visibility, it's gone. So if I were to apply this filter on all the stuff with visibility, they won't show up. Um, so for this one here, let's just do this first. So I can do this is a pickup, and then the next thing here is I want to make sure I don't want LED to P. I actually do want to do sheet name contains begins with X. Okay. So it didn't catch the sheet names of beginning with X. Maybe it's the sheet number. Probably that's why, because that was looking at the sheet name. So let's go with sheet number begins with X. Perfect. So it's picking them up. And now what I'm going to do is in the site plan, I'm going to have it not show up these X elevation tags. Okay, so what? Uh, what? Um, that's weird. Um, so that's interesting that it only took that, but if I were to do LEDDS, LEDWP, it picks up everything. Okay, sorry. Somehow I lost this. I've had it once before. It's not view name. It's not begins. It contains. I don't understand why that picked up everything. Right? That picked up everything, but the sheet tag did not pick up. Okay, so that's okay. Then what I'll do is I will refine this rule to be more restrictive, and I'll say LEDWP. All right, that's the only thing I can do. So we're gonna say okay, we're gonna apply, and then I'm gonna go back in here and then deselect. I'm keeping the color on here. So I'm gonna go back into this. I'm gonna go this one. It's gonna be called give it a reference browsing site plan LEDWP elevation type. And then I'm manually putting this in for now. Eventually, we won't know, we won't track these, but for now I will. So now in the G sheets, I know that we have a ton of diagrams, right? And so like the risk is that all of these elevations are shown here. So these have no elevations, but this does, right? You see that this has blah blah blah. So in the key diagram, we need to have a similar filter. And then I'm going to do a similar color outline just so that I can tell that it's picking it up. And then I'm going to simply take this off. So now the question is, where the fuck do we have more of these site plans, right? Or plans with elevations? And to be honest, I have no idea. So we have to go through each of these and verify. It's possible that we have it in the floor plans. No, good, thank goodness. And the roof plans, good, no, good. We don't have that. Maybe there's some more diagrams. Um, I actually think that's it. Maybe a second. All right, look at these. Okay, so I think that's it. And so you will need to do that for the X3, X4, X5. So now here we name it well. We have a street elevation already, so we don't need the street elevation again, which is this one. We don't need this one. All right, we don't need this tag. And then you just bring this over. How many over? I forgot. Um, just to get some space. This is It doesn't mean anything, huh? Alright, we'll just say 1 to 2 of them. Normally, I would have it locked into a nice location. Rename everything elevation. This one is. Uh-oh. Well, I've lost the title block. This has to do with the title block. Okay, well, that was useless. Um, these views that I had turned off, those were with title block, which is interesting because I thought it was close. Why is it title block? Because it was sheet. What if I went into the view and the elevation and did this? Because these are the views, right? If I did this, would that have dropped it from this plan too? That does work. Okay, so what we did was we figured out two ways. All right, I think we figured out two ways. So this way here, we did the filter way. If I don't enable the filter, it shows up here. It shows up here. No, it doesn't. Sorry, it's not. We didn't figure out two ways. It's only one. It just happens that this is a site plan filter, and what we need to do actually is we need to we copy the site plan, and then we're going to uh, take it off the site plan because we don't need that filter. We actually want to hide these elements on this plan. Okay, and then we're gonna hide this, hide this, hide this, hide this. That is delete. Hide this, hide this. Move this back 6. Okay, move it back more. I guess moving this back up 6 as well. All right, so this is good on this viewport. These views are still here, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then on the site plan, I need to still enable the filters. And I think what happens is I just have no idea how okay, I've enabled that. And then I have no idea how the work sets work. That'll be another story. So with the work sets, I'll give up for now. We'll collect this information and use it some other time. And then we go from there. Okay? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It barely makes sense to me. Yeah, I'm glad I recorded it because I'm going to